Last week, the Hough Huskies took on Highland Springs out of Virginia, a tough travel and a tough opponent. But adversity doesn't scare this unit. From the first whistle, they showed up with relentless energy. Defense setting the tone. Offense responding under pressure. Every inch earned.
Let me tell you something. All right, before I get on my soapbox, defense. That's a championship defense right there. Hey, listen. Y'all played y'all asses off for 48 minutes. And those 14 points that they had on the board, that wasn't because of y'all. That was not because of y'all at all. All right? So I'm not even going to put that on y'all. But offensively, we BS too much in practice. Right. We don't do what we're supposed to do in practice, and it showed tonight. It showed. When we're coming out the locker room 2-3 minutes later and we stretching, it showed. When we're not lining up right in practice, it showed tonight.
When we don't finish through the line on them sprints,
it showed tonight. When we don't know how to line up, it showed tonight. But again, I'll take y'all over any team, because you know why? Adversity seems not to fuck y'all. It don't seem to bother you.
We knew that it was gonna be like some trials and tribulations this season. You know, it was gonna be like struggles, but we just gotta go out there and just do what we do. That's all we can worry about.
We have to be better. We got to be better. All right, we got Moorseville next week, and y'all know it's gonna be a big game, but we really owe them. Hell yeah, sir. Hey, I'm talking about this game is personal, real personal. If you get my drift.
This matchup isn't just about records or standings, it's about pride.
That's real personal, man. My defensive line coach, went over there, and he's the defensive coordinator now, so I feel like this game is like really the opportunity for me and my D-line to show them that we really we really coming this year.
It's definitely personal now. They have a few coaches and a few players over there now who are definitely fat-mouthing right now, so they definitely think it's going to end up them winning and being an upset, but we don't really get into the talking. We kind of just tell you fat mouth and get you killed, so we just gonna say it before.
It's definitely personal because there's multiple dudes on Moorseville who have played at Hough, so we really like to call them the Hough B team.
It's about proving that every lesson learned on the road prepared them for nights like this.
I think we just gotta lock in as a team and killing that with a sledgehammer.
Moorseville wasted no time flipping the script. On a field where Hough's defense usually sets the tone, the Blue Devils marched down and punched it in. An opening drive touchdown that few teams ever find against the Huskies.
I would say it was just us, we wasn't playing our style of ball. We got too excited, we got too overwhelmed. We wasn't lining up right, wasn't focused, and that's why they was able to get that first touchdown.
Hough's offense started out promising, with quarterback Ethan Royal slicing through the line on a strong run. But just as the Huskies looked to be gaining momentum, a penalty erased a big gain, and on the very next snap, Moorseville pounced, picking off a pass and putting Hough's defense on their heels. But the Huskies refused to bend, holding firm and applying pressure early and often, forcing the Blue Devils into a long field goal attempt, which came up short. Hough's offense didn't waste the opportunity. On the very next drive, Royal took control. An 80-yard sprint to the end zone, turning the momentum back in favor of the Huskies, tying the game at 7-7.
Well, really, we were just getting a lot of pressure up front. We couldn't get nothing going in the passing game, so when we did pass, there was a lot of pressure in my face, so I had to make something work out of what I had. And it's just the lanes was opening up, so I was just taking them.
The next few drives were a roller coaster. Hough's defense slammed the line, continuing to dominate the trenches. And with the defense holding strong, the offense looked ready to capitalize. Royal broke off a big run, but a penalty on what should have been a touchdown wiped the points off the board, and a failed fourth down attempt left the Huskies frustrated. Again, the defense was put to the test. Playing fast and relentless, the Huskies forced a 3rd and long. But a pass interference call gave Moorseville new life, and they made the most of it as quarterback weaved his way through the Husky defense, setting up the go-ahead score. As the first half wound down, the Huskies mounted one last surge, driving into Moorseville territory and pushing to answer. But time ran out, and they were forced to head to the locker room, trailing 14-7, with unfinished business on the field.
Let me tell you something. We are killing ourselves again. Offensively, guys, we get down to the damn red zone, and we're not doing anything with the ball. All right? We're getting penalized every time we do something. I mean, I'm talking about dumb penalties on both sides of the ball. Dumb penalties. You have to tighten up. They're not going to give us anything, as you can see. They got one penalty. They got one penalty the whole first half. Tighten up and let's play our style of ball.
As the second half unfolded, the Huskies emerged with a renewed sense of purpose. The offense, determined to make a statement, orchestrated a methodical drive downfield, culminating in quarterback Ethan Royal's second rushing touchdown that tied the game and reignited the team's spirit. But the Huskies' defense wasn't about to be outdone, and in a tie game, they looked to their star corner to make a play.
I don't know what his thought process was, but in my mind, I was thinking, he's throwing this ball.
Because I know Samari had gone away, and you know they're not going to throw the ball at 9.
You know they're not going to throw the ball at 9. They're not going to throw the ball at 9.
But on this night, the Blue Devils signal caller didn't get the memo.
Receiver splits was real wide, so I had played off, and I just kind of eyed the quarterback, seen the ball in the air, kind of leaned back, caught it. And it was me and the receiver, and I looked, I see Micah come full speed, lay him out, cut inside. And at that point, I just knew he was going to race to the sideline. And a lot of people think I'm slow, so I really had to show them I got the burners and really had to get in there.
With momentum firmly on their side, Hough's defense continued applying pressure, forcing Moorseville into difficult situations. The offense put the final nail in the coffin, driving downfield once again. Running back Marvin Reed took the handoff and powered through the Blue Devils' defense on his way to the end zone. sealing the victory for the Huskies. But sometimes a win just isn't enough. Not for this team. Not when the standard of the Hough way demands more.
Y'all got some soul searching to do. All right? Let's try to get out, let's try to get out. Hey, bring y'all little selfish over here. We are the most selfish team in the state. If it ain't going your fucking way, you're fucking pouting, you're fucking crying, you're doing everything. Y'all expect on Friday that we gonna come out and just play good. We don't practice work days Monday through Thursday. Nobody. And we come out and we look like it. Those should have been dead from the jump. Offensively, we got some soul searching to do. Either you with us or your ass is gone. Either way, I don't give a. Leave your in the locker room tonight if you don't want to be here. I don't. You don't give a Monday through Thursday. You only give a on Friday.
That one to our standard as a coaching staff. You know, you win a game like that, but you feel like you lost.
So you listen. You better tighten up. Because it ain't going to get no easy next week because New Bern is really freaking good. You think Brody can run? The quarterback from New Bern runs 10 times faster than him. And throws it better than him. So y'all need to do some soul searching tonight.
It was just more disappointing than anything, the way we played the game. I mean, again, we 4-0, we won the game, but again, I never want my kids to be satisfied with just winning the game when we know we can play better.
All right, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the win, but it was ugly. All right, and I hope y'all feel a certain way about winning the ball game the way we did. Because it ain't to my satisfaction.
The Huskies know the path to redemption isn't paved with just wins. It's built on discipline, focus, and living up to the standard. Next week, the Huskies face another tough test. The New Bern Bears, 4-time state champions, known for their relentless attack and hard-nosed defense. The Huskies will have 1 week to regroup, 1 week to focus, 1 week to turn mistakes into momentum, lessons into execution. Hough knows the clock is ticking, and they're ready to rise to the challenge. This is Inside the Pack.